Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to the brand new Fortnite season. Here we are jumping into it. We can see an overview of the map on screen right now. We have the original map finally back inside of Fortnite. It's been a while since we've been here, so it feels weird to actually come back to here. We're going to go around, take a little look at what we have, any Easter eggs and stuff. Let me know in the comments what you guys find. There is loads of stuff in this new season which has been rumored to be Easter eggs and map changes all over the place. So if you do find anything, let me know. But right now, we are in the map. I'm going to take a little look around, kind of go over what we have. And obviously, we know that we are going to be getting different weeks throughout, so I'll keep you guys updated with the map changes as we do go through. But for now, we'll just do an overview of the map, take a little look at some of the main Easter eggs I've found so far. For example, this one here at Pleasant Park, we do have this little section here which has the time machine in. So the time machine has arrived here at Pleasant Park, but we'll talk more about stuff like that in a separate video. For now, let's just do an overview of the map, which map we have, and some of my favorite POIs to land at, and some tips for you guys. So first off, Pleasant Park is back, as we just mentioned, which is really nice. Some of the other sorry about that. Some of the other POIs we do have is obviously the football area. Another area that I really did like, or the soccer pitch for you guys may remember it as that. Obviously it's different depending on where you are in the world, but that's a really cool POI. Then Tilted has returned as well. If you are a fan of Tilted Towers, that is back in this season, which is quite interesting because they chose the season 5 building, which I think got destroyed at this point when this season actually was released, or wasn't fully constructed at this time. So this building is here, and the graphics are insane, by the way. Look at how cool the graphics are this season. It absolutely is amazing. But yeah, they chose this really old building, and it's one that many of you probably won't remember or may have never ever landed at, and one that was never really recreated by any of the recreation maps. So I guess that's why they chose it, because it's a building which is kind of like nostalgia for those that landed at it. And to be honest, I don't ever really remember at all landing at it. I think it was only in the game for a few weeks or so, and it may be the case here. We may get this building changing throughout the seasons as things do get added in throughout it. So as we do explore further around the map, I'll show you guys some other things as well. If you guys remember the old battle bus, that's still down over here. Some other cool stuff as well, for example over here there's shifties here. Nothing really too big on Easter egg side. Obviously zip lines have been added in for the zero build as well. If you're a zero build fan, you can play on them zip lines. Now you can even see the zip lines in here because I am in a zero build replay. Loot Lake doesn't look like you're going to have the ability to actually swim in it. It is a lot lower, so that's not really that major at all, but yeah, it's something to note. Zip lines are all over the place, and I don't think this map's very good for zero build at all. I was playing it before on zero build. Look at the design of the stuff. It just feels really old and really clunky. It is an amazing map, and obviously the original OG map, but the design of it is pretty poor for terrain wise and just kind of moving around, which is kind of weird. So I guess that's just the case of it. Obviously we do have the meteor hitting here, and we do also have the Dusty Dino. Now, this was later on in season 5, wasn't at the start of season 5. The Dusty Dino was introduced, which is pretty cool. We also have Tomato Temple, I think. Yeah, we do. So Tomato Temple was also introduced later on in season 5, not on the original release. The original release was Tomato Temple. So a really cool POI, which we do have added in there. Risky's also made its return, and one of my favorite areas, which I'll show you guys in a second as we do go over there. You can see Risky Reels is here, which is really nice. And this was actually my old favorite spot to drop on this side of the map, which looks like it's still the same. Definitely feels a little bit more hilly than it originally did, but this building here was super awesome to land at, and one that I would recommend dropping in at if you are passing by this section. Really cool spot there, highly recommend it. Now as we do continue to go through, we can see I've just turned the sound off there, the audio in game, but there's lots of cool stuff, and we can take a little look at some of the other stuff over here. We've got Lonely Lodge making its return as well, which is a really cool POI. There'll probably be lots of Easter eggs, and we do have the hero base as well. Now this is quite funny because the hero base is actually in its brand new condition, and this was actually made to be worn down in the original season 5 when it released. So I'm surprised that this stuff is quite interesting and is this case like this. So yeah, that's just what's happening there. Now we do have this over here at the, I guess, driveway section, or the race course. This is where the 80k race course was added in. This still remains the same, which is pretty cool, and we'll just try and look for things that are Easter eggs or things that may have been incorrectly added, or just kind of pick up on a little few just basic things. Obviously Paradise Palms as well makes its return, which is really nice. One of my favorite POIs to land at. Hopefully you guys do drop in there as well. It's definitely worth dropping in the first week. Really cool, really populated area. I don't know if it will be populated because people won't really be prioritizing that. I guess they'll still be prioritizing Tilted because the whole map's new, and I guess Tilted's the OG spot where people drop into. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Is the camel still here? Yes, the camel Easter egg is still here, which is really cool. Oh, was that vending machines? Okay, vending machines are back. I didn't know that. Yeah, classic vending machines. That's interesting to see. Obviously now we're at Lucky Landing. Another great POI, a classic one of the best ones for the World Cup and stuff. Great to have it back. That is back, the Lucky Landing POI. The nostalgia is pretty cool, like just flying around this and just exploring it, realizing that it is back, but it still doesn't really feel the same as it would have back then. I feel like these days are over, in my opinion, and the storyline transition hasn't really flown in nicely, but that's just my take on where we are currently at with this map. Obviously, Flush Factory as well. Lovely zip line going up from the toilet down here up to the mountain. Loads of these around for zero build players. Definitely needed. Very, very difficult, the map itself, to maneuver in zero build. Be interesting to see how it plays. I already tried it and got eliminated by like 3 or 4 sweats and just gave up, but I will be giving some go at it throughout the week as I do play. You can see Greasy Grove has been added in as well, which form is Greasy Grove in. So Durburger is not here. We do have Greasy originally here and a bunch of the POI as well. Got the shop over here, which is pretty cool. So no huge big changes there. We have these heads which have been added in. These heads were originally here a while ago, so they are back. So that's lovely to see. That they are all in their original spot. They used to have rifts around them. I'm not too sure if they do because we are in a replay, so it's hard to tell. Obviously over here as well, the Viking village, which is here. No snobby shores yet, I don't think. Oh yeah, we do have snobby shores. It's behind the Viking village. I forgot about that, so that's pretty cool. I don't think you can swim in these lakes either. Oh no, you can't. It's still thin. So everything's almost like its original state, which is pretty cool. I don't know what happens either if you go off the edge of the mountain. I'm assuming you just kind of swim in the water because swimming was a thing in Fortnite. I don't think they would have removed it, but maybe. Might have. So Snobby is in its normal form, which is really cool. No like Viking clash form when we had the Viking storyline. We may get that throughout the weeks, but probably not. Obviously villain base as well in its perfect condition, which is interesting because it was trashed at this point in that season. Interesting to see that that is in its normal condition with the possibility of launching the rocket because it's in its normal condition, which is pretty cool. This side of the map doesn't really have too much on. I never really landed at this spot. I don't think many people did. There wasn't really much. There was just one loot house up here, but it wasn't really that good. It was just like a mid one. So yeah, it's up to you guys if you guys are going to be landing there or not. Haunted Hills over on this side as well. It's classic POI again, lovely little POI. Just kind of a classic map change video here. Really Junction as well returning. And is this going to be in its theatre mode? This used to be where like a shoot was being taken place. Yes, it still is here. So this is from season 4. That's really nice to see that that is still there. And is the Durburger here on one of the mountains? It should be around. No, it won't be around here. It's further in, right? I think it is further. Yeah, there it is. There's the Durburger by the loot lake. Yes, it is here with the drift form on, so that's pretty cool. And Motel, which forms Motel, and has it got its cracked sign or has it got its repaired sign? Let's take a little look. It has its cracked signs. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff is the nostalgia stuff. They have messed up a few things there and then, like the villain base and the hero base, and a few of the stuff like Tomato Temple, but most of it is pretty much its original form. There's a few things that are out. I know drift boards again are in, which shouldn't be in until season 7, but they have been added in early. So yeah, there's a few things that don't make sense, but we'll see where things are going to go. The map changes are pretty cool. Let me know if you guys know any Easter eggs or any secrets that you found on the map changes, if there's any new additions which we've never seen before, like the time machine at Pleasant, for example. It'll be cool to see. The transition to this season has been, in my opinion, not very well documented storyline wise, so we don't really know what's going on, but only time will tell. Anyway, that's it for the map change video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments where you're going to be dropping first, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.